Hello, yes, it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day today. I I want to talk about legacy. First, tinyurl.com/JLD articles, my before it's news pieces. And yes, I dropped a piece regarding MLK Jr. today on Before It's News. Again, tinyurl.com/JLD articles. It will deal in part with this. At the end of it, I refer back to the piece I posted last year about MLK Jr. But legacy. I would love to be able to talk to MLK Jr. or at least his niece Elvita King and ask, what do you think MLK Jr. would think about his day? It's just become another day off for people. We, with good intention, create these holidays. The thought being honor their legacy, and hopefully the day rolls around and people think about what it was, why we're honoring them. But sadly, for some, let me pick on some fellow blacks or African American, if you insist you want to use that term. Were you born there? But that's a whole other story. Black Americans. If you see it as, oh, cool, there aren't enough Black people with their own days, and that's the shallow level. It's oh, there aren't enough Black, there aren't enough women, there aren't enough Asian, there aren't enough purple polka dotted people eater days. If that's the takeaway, then again, all meaning is lost with you. Likewise, if you're all about the mattress sales, again, all meaning is lost with you. If you're all about, oh, it's another great extra day off to have a barbecue, well, you know, as long as there's serious discussion around the dinner table why we're having the barbecue today, we had the day off, what his legacy really is about, then meaning is lost on you also. It's sad. And I'm calling out, the proverbial joke about mattress sales. Hey, some people might need a mattress and it'll make their life better if they sleep better. I'm a free market guy. In fact, at the end of this episode, I'm going to be tacking on the trailer for my A Short Story, A Lasting Legacy book. So I'm not against people making money. That's not the issue here, as long as we're remembering why we have the day off. Serious reflection on why the day was named. And that book talks about legacy. What legacy will you leave? What will people remember about you? Will they remember you at all when you're gone? Legacy. Just another mattress day sale? That's not good, right? We need to be remembered for something good and positive, why the day was named after us, why we are remembering whomever. So I'm not trying to rail against mattress sales. Again, maybe you need a mattress to help make your life better. You'll sleep better. I think probably I need a new mattress. I should be out shopping for a mattress. But I'm not railing against the consumerism. Again, I'm a free market guy. And yeah, I'm tacking on the related book of mine about legacy. I hope you'll consider a purchase. So I'm not against any of that. But the question is the legacy of the day today. And I ran into one person that was talking about Trump was thinking of removing it as a federal holiday. Well, no, he wasn't talking about removing the day, but removing it as an official federal day off. Like me, I noticed my homeowner insurance went up again, despite that I was there several weeks ago after it went up, getting the cost down, doing things to get the cost down, working with the agent. Well, I noticed at the bank, my auto pay, it went up again, despite the fact that the agent was telling me things I did with the house, reduced fire risk, reduced water damage risk, should also then bring that rate we got it down even further. But instead it went up. Now, why do I mention that? Because, of course, I tried calling my agent today and the office is closed. Are they out actually remembering Martin Luther King Jr. Day, or just an excuse to not work? I hope everyone understands the intent behind this. Some will get it, some won't. And those who purposely want to take and distort and twist the context of my words, there's no hope for them. They're going to do that. They're going to lie. They're as an excuse to attack me. They do it all the time. I have to have spam blocker even on my home phone. As an author, I get death threats by people who don't read the books but make assumptions. Of course, oh, he's a racist, he's a sexist, he's an Islamophobe, he's a homophobe, he's a this is or that phobe or whatever, because I am a constitutionalist. It's an attack and a conservative, an attack on everyone who actually cares about our republic, as Martin Luther King Jr. did, as Martin Luther King, as Frederick Douglass before him, as many others strove for actual equality, not equity, equality and content of character that I do go into in my books often. Life and Living series, tinyurl.com/life and living series. Seriously, trying to honor Martin Luther King Jr., not co-opt and corrupt his message, but honor and help it live on. We've got to look past the superficial. It's biblical. Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., I think, was a reverend at Baptist Church. Whatever the denomination, not important here. The biblical concept and context of judging, and yes, we are to do that. There are many biblical references that we are to judge biblically, and part of biblical judgment is below the surface. Man may look at the surface, but God looks beneath. That content of character, I think in 1 Samuel, there's a reference. I looked up the other day, there are other couple. I don't have an endemic memory, so no, I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't have the Bible memorized to be able to spew a particular scripture or two, but sadly, a whole lot of people, my point is, will take a scripture and then twist and distort it out of all context. Martin Luther King Jr. was taking biblical scriptures and putting it in their proper context in his I Have a Dream content of character speech. And that's what we need to remember on this day, not the mattress sales or even my book. But yes, legacy is the issue, is the question. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Love you all.
Every life is a story. Some just end too soon. Ryan's life unfolds through words on paper, dreams of youth, love discovered, and the challenges of growing up. He found purpose in love, joy in family, and meaning in every small moment. But even the strongest hearts can break, and sometimes life takes unexpected turns. Through laughter and loss, Ryan leaves behind something greater than memories, a lasting legacy. A short story, A Lasting Legacy, by Joseph M. Leonard. A moving reflection on life, love, and the stories we leave behind. Available on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hardcover editions. By Joseph M. Leonard.
Welcome to Constitutionalist Politics 4, the latest chapter in the CTP journey. Yes, it's come fast on the heels of CTP 3, but this time there's a reason. The world hasn't slowed down, and neither have I. So much has happened since CTP 3, I couldn't wait until 2026. The conversations, the challenges, the turning points, they demanded a response now. Drawn from countless posts, articles, podcast episodes, and exclusive videos, CTP4 brings it all together. Compact, sharp, and powerful. 10 chapters of insight you can dive into today. Shorter by design, packed with meaning, and offered at a special low cost. Because truth and perspective shouldn't wait. Constitutionalist Politics 4, available now on Amazon Kindle ebook. Exclusive.